Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's that time of the year that if I stand back where I normally would, the sun comes in and makes me look pinstripe. And that's very annoying. I'm very aware of that. And hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing? This is Halford, and he's the Shih Tzu. He's the oldest one. He's the old man, and he's not a loud player for the most part. He's just a snuggly guy. I have to take him to the vet because he's got like really scratchy skin. It's that time of year, and he's getting all scratchy and stuff. And I always feel bad because I love my dogs. You want to go outside and play? Go on outside. So I got some kind of fun news, which is that last night I went to a porn party. And when I say porn party, it wasn't like a promo thing, meaning that like it wasn't sort of like an industry event, which is all about promotion, and we all have to show up, sort of dressed as porn stars, and there's cameras, and we're all twittering, and it's all to promote like an event or promote something. It was actually just like a house party thrown by someone in the porn industry. I will mention no names. There were a whole lot of porn stars there, and it was kind of cool because nobody was twittering and nobody was taking pictures, and we were all just laughing and joking and having this really good time, just kind of talking about, isn't it great I don't actually have to worry about anything that I say, like showing up on a blog or showing up like on this, and we're not Twitter, there's no pictures, I can get as drunk as I want, I don't have, So that was a whole lot of fun. But one of the sort of bigger porn stars that most of you would probably recognize, but I will not mention any names, he is studying for his master's in philosophy at, I think UCLA is what he said. Yeah, so there, all of the people who were like going on about how, I don't know, it's either the smoke alarm or the carbon monoxide detector or the asshole ejector, I don't know, whatever, this is some sort of thing that every so often it needs the battery replaced or it starts chirping like that, and it's really annoying, and it drives my dogs fucking bats. Anyway, so I was talking to him, and he goes, "Oh, Jason, I wanted to tell you." He goes, "There's that video that you did just a while ago, and it was about the Irish guy who said that he goes down on girls for the crake or something." And he said it was about sort of internalized homophobia, but basically guys who can't come out because if they do come out, it means that they're gay. And he said that video, he's like, it's actually used in one of our courses, and we passed it around. Everybody loves that one. So I'm like, wait a minute, you mean there's like actually a Shut Up Jason that's used in a university course? And he's like, yeah. So there. Let's see Davey fucking Wavy get. No, I'm just kidding. I love Davey Wavy. I think he's adorable. And they probably use Davey Wavy videos in university courses as well. It's just that I think it's kind of cool, and I use such foul language in that one too. Oh, and then I also say that martini is my favorite flavor. So that's it. Hey! Cut that out! You're not supposed to be barking at the neighbors. It's very antisocial. They don't like that, Oh, I know. This is Max, as we all know. You, mister, you are going to have to learn how to be a little nicer to the neighbors. Barking at them is not very nice. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's okay, go on outside and play. Go out. So I'm gonna brag about that one for about a year, and you're all gonna get sick and tired of hearing about it. And my parents, who, as you may or may not know, university professors themselves, I'm gonna like go on about them, because that's funny. Dear Jason, I have no idea why he put 26 R's in there. I just think it looks cool. since we're both lovers of questionable advice, and since you mentioned the Hanky code in one of your lightning round videos, I was wondering if you could enlighten me. Is Hanky code common? Are there regional variations that should be kept in mind? I know never to take straight people's account, but some of my friends assure me regional dialects are mutually unintelligible. I'm not familiar with cruising, so how does one engage with someone who's flagging? Okay, so first of all, the Hanky code is more ceremonial than anything now. Here's the deal. Long ago, in the dark Stone Ages, before Grindr and hookup sites, gay men had to find ways that we could identify ourselves to each other without tipping the straight people off, right? And think of it kind of like the Harry Potter books, right? Where you get the magic folk who are all perfectly capable of recognizing each other. That's going to get really annoying really quick. They're perfectly capable of recognizing each other, but the Muggles are completely unaware that they're there, right? And the magic folk, they have their bars. They've got their whole neighborhoods that the straight people just walk past and don't even see. They got their 3-story buses and. Okay, I'm carrying it a little far, but the point is that back in, especially in the 50s and 60s when the gay community was just kind of starting to take root, there's some really amazing books about that, and maybe we'll discuss that in the new Gay Daily Hot book club. I'll talk about some gay history there. But a lot of the modern-day gay community, especially modern-day leather community, was actually born out of a whole bunch of men who came back from the Second World War, and they were just not able to go back to their little towns, and they wound up getting, army surplus motorcycles that were not being used anymore, and they, just kind of hit the highway, and then they started coming out with their codes, and they started coming out with their traditions and all of that, and you had all the flagging kind of come out of that sort of thing. And gay men have always been really good with figuring out how to use any kind of technology to get cock, right? Like the second that the iPhone was invented, we didn't bother, the whole bit of we just kind of looked at it and went, wait a minute, I can GPS the closest guy looking for cock using this. So that's how Grindr was born, because that's what we do. Because we do. But back before the technology existed for that sort of thing, we used the Hanky code. For those of you totally unfamiliar with the Hanky code, essentially you would wear a handkerchief in your back pocket, and depending on what side you were wearing it on and what color it was, you were telling people what you were into and what you were looking for. For instance, if I was to take this orange and put it on the right side, orange means anything, anywhere, anytime, and on the right would mean that I'm a bottom. And then if you put it on the left, it means that you're a top. Okay, so red was fisting, navy blue was fucking, light blue was sucking dick, yellow, of course, was piss. There's hundreds of them, and if you actually Google the Hanky code, they just get longer and longer and longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And back in the day, it was a great way for gay men to point out what we were looking for, without cluing off the straight people that we were hooking up in front of them. Now, of course, we've got Grindr, we've got Manhunt, we've got all of those hookup places, and we don't really need the Hanky code anymore. So it's now kind of ceremonial. And you go to a bar and you'll see guys, and they're wearing their black leather with the yellow thing, and that means that they like to get whizzed on. But it's not really used anymore. And a lot of people will just buy their favorite color of leather now and just have done with it and let it be what it is. And nobody really takes it too seriously. So, yeah, that's it. Now, back in the sort of mid-90s, before, you know, the hanky code really went away, I remember I sort of discovered the whole thing, and I really enjoyed, you know, kind of fucking with it. So, like, I would go to a bar and I would put, like, my toothbrush, or a phone bill, or a fork, or, like, a sweat sock in my back pocket. Or, like, one time I put, like, a sprig of rosemary. I thought that was really funny. And somebody just went, oh no, the phone bill means that you're into phone sex, and the toothbrush means that you're looking for a place to stay, and the fork means you're into forced feeding, and the sock means that you're into jock play, and the rosemary means that you're a lesbian. I'm not sure if that last one was a joke or not, but I thought it was funny, and I still do. So the point is that are there regional things? Absolutely, and you'll have, you know, groups that you know, were constantly coming up with different hanky codes for themselves all the time, and as fetishes got more and more and more specific, you know, I saw a guy walking around with this hanky, and it was it was like black, and it had like birthday cakes and like balloons and clowns on it, and I was like, what is that? And he goes, oh, it's slapstick play. And that's where they dress up as clowns and hit each other with pies, and that's sex to them. And, you know, no judgments from me. So, because I'm the last one who can throw stones. That was a little specific. I didn't realize that was enough of a fetish that you could flag for it, but apparently it was. So, you know, good for him. And there you go. So does the hanky code exist anymore? Yeah, but nobody really uses it. Now you just put what you're looking for in your Grindr profile, and that's it. So there you go. If you really want to go out to a bar and pick someone up, you know, you can flag, but it's not really that necessary. Just go to the bar, turn on Grindr, and someone else will find you at the bar. Which is a kind of depressing thought that people aren't really going out and talking to each other, but they're not. So there you go. My dog is barking in the backyard. I have to get to work, and I have to get the battery replaced. Happy Monday, everybody. Keep asking me questions.